Hello students, welcome back to our tutorial. So today we will be doing Act 5, Scene 5 of Macbeth. So this scene is going to take place inside Macbeth's castle. He is preparing for the impending battle against the English forces led by Malcolm and Macduff. Despite the ominous prophecies and warnings, Macbeth is prepared and determined to fight the battle. This scene takes a darker turn when one of the messenger informs him about the English forces that is approaching and also the death of Lady Macbeth. So we'll see how Macbeth is prepared, what are his reactions towards the crumbling kingdom. So let's get started. So here we have Macbeth, Satan, soldiers entered with a drummer and flag. Malcolm's army have almost arrived towards Macbeth's castle. Now we are going to see how Macbeth is going to react or what are his soldiers' reactions. So Macbeth says, "Hang out our banners on the outward walls." That is, hang our flags on the outer walls of the castle so that it is their territory. The cry is "Still they come." There are soldiers who are shouting that they are coming. Who is coming? Malcolm's army is arriving towards their castle. "Our castle's strength will laugh our sage to scorn." He says that our castle is so strong that it is going to laugh at the army of Malcolm's. At the strength of the Malcolm's army, their castle is going to laugh at. "Here let them lie, till famine and ague eat them up. Where they were not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them there full beard to beard, and beat them backward home." Here he says that let their army surround the castle. Unless there is famine, that is, there is hunger in them and disease is going to destroy them. After a period of time, they will definitely have hunger and they will definitely have some disease that is going to destroy their army, because they are going to surround the castle of Macbeth's and they are going to stand there for hours and hours and they are not going to respond. Next he says, if their army had equal number of men what Malcolm's army is having, then they would have definitely fought them beard to beard, that is face to face, men to men. They would have fought them and beaten them backward towards their home. तो यहाँ पे मैल्कॉम की जो आर्मी थी वो ऑलमोस्ट मैकबेथ के किले के पास पहुंच चुकी होती है और वो किले को घेरे हुए होते हैं. तो मैकबेथ का क्या रिएक्शन होता है वो हम लोग देखेंगे. मैकबेथ कहता है कि बाहरी दीवारों पर हमारे जो झंडे हैं उसे टांग दो, लटका दो, ताकि देख पाए कि ये हमारा किला है. ठीक है. और वो कहता है चारों ओर से जो आवाजें आ रही है सभी चिल्ला रहे हैं कि वो लोग आ रहे हैं. कौन लोग? मैल्कॉम की आर्मी उनके तरफ आ रही है. वो आगे कहता है कि उनके किले की मजबूती इतनी ज्यादा है कि वो किला जो है उनकी आर्मी की तरफ देखकर हंसेगा. उनकी आर्मी की स्ट्रेंथ के ऊपर उनका किला जो है वो हंसेगा, क्योंकि वो किले के अंदर घुस नहीं सकते, किला इतना मजबूत है. आगे वो कहता है कि उनकी जो आर्मी है उन्हें बाहर ही पड़े रहने दो जब तक कि उन्हें भूख प्यास और बीमारी खा नहीं जाती, मतलब खत्म नहीं कर देती उन्हें भूख प्यास और बीमारी, तब तक उन्हें बाहर ही पड़े रहने दो. कहता है कि अगर मैकबेथ की आर्मी में और मैल्कॉम की आर्मी में जो जितने भी सिपाही है वो अगर इक्वल होते तो वो डेफिनेटली फेस टू फेस, मैन टू मैन लड़ाई करते, युद्ध में उतर जाते और उन्हें मार पीट कर उन्हें उनके घर खदेड़ देते. ठीक है. चलो नेक्स्ट. Now here we have women who are crying off stage. To this Macbeth asks, "What is that noise?" Satan to this says, "It is the cry of women, my lord." So there were women who were crying outside Macbeth's castle, and just imagine the surrounding of Macbeth's castle. There are soldiers from England who are surrounding his castle in order to attack Macbeth, and at the same time there are women who are crying. Satan exits over here and Macbeth expresses his emotions, how he was feeling. He says, "I have almost forgot the taste of fear. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fell of hair would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as if life were in it." He wanted to say that he almost forgot what fear really feels like, and there was a time his senses would turn cold, his body would turn cold and fear even at a night shriek. When he used to hear slight sounds at night, he used to fear them a lot, and his hairs on his body would rise. He used to have goosebumps on his body. He used to feel as if they were live on it. I have supped full with horrors, direness familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me. He says, but now I am so much feasted on true horrors, because his life is now filled with true horrors. Every now and then he has to go through those horrors. There is someone who is behind him in order to kill him, and those horrors have made him so familiar with that those bloody thoughts, those murders, those crimes are now just nothing for him. It cannot stir him even. Okay. तो वहां पे महिलाएं होती हैं जो बाहर रो रही होती हैं। मैकबेथ उस पे पूछता है कि ये कैसी आवाजें हैं। सेटन उन्हें बताता है कि बाहर महिलाएं रो रही है, उन्हीं की आवाजें हैं। सेटन वहीं से इतना कहते ही निकल जाता है। मैकबेथ अपनी भावनाओं को व्यक्त करता है यहाँ पे कि वो कैसा महसूस कर रहा है अभी, क्योंकि उसके कैसल के बाहर, किले के बाहर चारों तरफ से इंग्लैंड के सोल्जर्स घिरे हुए हैं। तो मैकबेथ कहता है, मैं डर का स्वाद भूल चुका हूँ। पहले ऐसा समय था जहाँ रात में थोड़ी सी भी चीख सुनकर उसका बदन कांप उठता था। उसके बदन पे जो बाल है वो खड़े हो जाते थे, जैसे उनमें सच में जान हो, उन आवाजों में कोई भूत प्रेत हो, उसमें जान हो। पर अब वो डर का इतना सामना कर चुका है तो डर उसे डर की तरह नहीं लगता। उसके जिंदगी में भय और भयंकर घटनाओं इतना भर चुका है कि कोई भी अब डरावनी बात उसे हिला भी नहीं सकती। ठीक है, सेटन वहां वापस आ जाता है। सो नेक्स्ट, so here Macbeth says, whereof was that cry? What was that cry for by the women's? Satan says, the queen, my lord, is dead. That is, Lady Macbeth is dead. She is no more. To this Macbeth expresses, he says, she should have died thereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. So he says that she would have died eventually because he knew that she was suffering through a mental health problem, and he says that there must have been a time to discuss about her death. So now we can see that Macbeth has lost his emotions as well. He doesn't even have time to discuss about her wife's death, to feel sorrow and express grief over the death of his wife. He says, creeps in this pretty face from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. He says time drags on slowly day by day to the last recorded time of a life. That is, he says that life is like a recorded time and each day drags you towards the end of your life. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. All their past days have just led them towards their death and have done nothing for them. So like a fool, they have followed days after days, and that is leading them towards their death. He blows off the candles, maybe a sign that Macbeth's life is now filled with darkness. His wife is no more. He says, life but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and rests his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. He says that life is like a walking shadow that plays its parts, that is like an actor, shows all the worries of life for an hour or two, and then there is nothing. We get to hear nothing once we die. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. So life is a story which is told by an idiot or a foolish person, which is filled with emotions, which is filled with joy, fearful things, everything. But at the same time, it signifies nothing, means it is meaningless. Life is meaningless. Okay? तो यहाँ पे मैकबेथ पूछता है कि वो चिल्लाने की आवाजें कैसी थी। सेटन बताता है कि क्वीन अब नहीं रही, वो मर चुकी है। मैकबेथ इस पे कहता है उसे एक ना एक दिन तो मरना ही था, आज चाहे कल। ऐसी बातें भी बताने का कोई समय होता है? कल भी बता सकते थे मुझे। मतलब कि हम यहाँ से समझ सकते हैं कि मैकबेथ के पास इतना भी समय नहीं है, वो उसमें इतना भी इमोशंस नहीं है कि वो अपनी पत्नी के देहांत पर रो सके, अपना दुख व्यक्त कर सके। वो इतना इमोशनलेस हो चुका है। आगे वो कहता है कि समय धीरे धीरे हमें अपने अंत की ओर लेके जाती है, मूर्ख की तरह। जब सब चीजें हो चुकी होती है तब समय अंत हो जाता है, और वैसे ही जीवन का भी अंत हो जाता है। वो कहता है हर दिन, हर एक पल हमें अपनी मृत्यु की ओर रोशनी दिखाते हुए लेके जाती है, और हम मूर्ख की तरह उसे फॉलो करते हैं और अपने अंत की तरफ चलते जाते हैं हर एक दिन। वो मोमबत्तियां बुझाने के लिए कहता है, शायद ये अंधेरा दिखाने के लिए हो कि उसके जीवन में अब अंधेरा छा गया है। वो कहता है जीवन एक चलती छाया है जो एक कलाकार की तरह थोड़ी देर के लिए मंच पर उतरती है और अपना रोल, अपना किरदार निभाती है और फिर कहीं खो जाती है। उसके बाद वो दिखाई ही नहीं देती। जीवन एक कहानी की तरह है जो कि एक मूर्ख व्यक्ति बताता है, जिसमें बहुत सारी भावनाएं, शोर, शराब सब कुछ मिले होते हैं, परंतु इन सब बातों का कोई भी मतलब नहीं होता। ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट। So here we have a messenger that enters the Macbeth's court. Macbeth says, "Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly. You have come here to speak something, then tell us quickly." The messenger says, "Gracious my lord, I should report that which I saw, say I saw, but know not how to do it." So the messenger says, "I want to tell you something what I saw, but I don't know how should I say it." Macbeth says, "Well, say it. You just say it." Messenger says, "As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked towards Birnam, and anon me thought the wood began to move." So the messenger says, as he stood on a guard duty upon the hill, looking at the Birnam woods, he suddenly noticed that the forest started to move, ahead. To this Macbeth says, "You liar, you slave, you are a liar, you slave." Okay? तो यहाँ पे मैकबेथ के कमरे में एक मैसेंजर आता है। मैकबेथ उसे कहता है कि तुम्हें जो भी बोलना है जल्दी से बताओ, जो भी खबर लेके आए हो। मैसेंजर इस पे कहता है, मैंने जो देखा है मैं वही बताना चाहता हूँ, पर मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा कि मैं कैसे बताऊँ आप। मैकबेथ इस पे कहता है, जो भी है जल्दी से बता दो। मैसेंजर इस पे कहता है, जब मैं पहाड़ पर पहरा दे रहा था तब मैंने बिरनाम की ओर देखा। बिरनाम क्या है? जंगल। तो वो जंगल की तरफ देखा। उसे अचानक महसूस लगा कि जंगल पूरा चलने लगा है, जंगल सामने की तरफ बढ़ने लगा है। मैकबेथ इस पे उसे कहता है कि तुम झूठे हो, झूठा गुलाम हो। ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट। सो हियर वी हैव मैसेंजर। मैसेंजर सेज, "लेट मी एंड्योर योर wrath if be not so. Within this 3 miles may you see it coming, I say a moving grove." So the messenger says, "I will accept all your punishments if what I say is not true. But I say that you can see that forest coming within 3 miles away, and it is moving, I say." To this Macbeth says, "If thou speakest false, upon the next tree shall thou hang alive, till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much." So Macbeth says, if you are lying, you will be hanged on the nearest tree until you die of hunger. But if you are speaking the truth, then I won't care if you harm me as well. He further says, I pull in resolution and begin to doubt equivocation of the find that lies like truth. Fear not till Birnam wood do come to Dunsinane, and now a wood comes towards Dunsinane. So he says, I have now started to doubt the forecastings of the 3 evil spirits because they speak the false even like a truth. Their false also seems like a... They said that fear not, that he need not fear till the Birnam would come towards the Dunsinane. The witches had told him that you should not fear Macbeth until the Birnam wood is going to come towards Dunsinane. But now he can see that the forest is coming towards Dunsinane. He says, arm, and out. If this which he avouches does appear, there is nor flying hence nor tarrying here. He says that let's take out our arms, let's take out our weapons and go into the battlefield. What if the messenger's words come true? Because they have no other option. They have no option of running away, rather hiding themselves. He is also tired. I am gin to be weary of the sun, and wish it stayed, O the world were now undone. He wishes the world to end. He says that I am tired of the sun, and I wish that the world had come to an end right now. Ring the alarm bell, blow the wind, come back. At least we'll die with harness on our back. That is, he says that ring the alarm bell, so that it gives a sign to the soldiers to go into the battlefield. Blow the winds, blow the alarm, he says. He says that at least we will die like a soldier while fighting into the battlefield, because Macbeth is itself a soldier. He cannot hide himself or run away from the battlefield, and they all exit. Okay? तो यहाँ पे मैसेंजर कहता है, अगर मेरी बात गलत निकली तो आप मुझे जो सजा देना चाहे वो दे ले, परंतु मैं कह रहा हूँ कि यहाँ से 3 मील के अंदर ही आप देख सकते हैं कि वो जंगल आगे बढ़ रहा है। मैकबेथ उसे इस पे कहता है कि अगर तुम्हारी बात झूठ निकली, गलत निकली, तो मैं तुम्हें सबसे करीबी पेड़ पर टांग दूंगा, उल्टा लटका दूंगा, जब तक कि तुम भूख प्यास से मर नहीं जाता। परंतु अगर तुम्हारी बात सच निकली तो मुझे परवाह नहीं तुम मेरे साथ क्या करोगे। आगे वो कहता है, अब मुझे शक होने लगा है उन तीनों चुड़ैलों की बातों पर। उन पर अब मुझे कोई विश्वास न रहा। मेरा भी मन डगमगा रहा है, क्योंकि उन लोगों ने कहा था कि डरना नहीं है मैकबेथ, जब तक कि बिरनाम जंगल जो है वो खुद चलकर डंसिन मतलब जहाँ पे मैकबेथ का कैसल है वहां तक चलकर नहीं आ जाता, तब तक मैकबेथ को कोई डर की बात नहीं है। परंतु अब वो देख सकते हैं कि खुद डंसिन के पास जो जंगल है वो खुद चल के आ रहा है। यहाँ पे वो कहता है कि आर्म आउट, अपने सोल्जर्स को कहता है कि अपने हथियार ले लो और जंग के मैदान में चलो, हम लोग उतर जाए। क्या पता अगर इस मैसेंजर की बात सच निकले तो हमारे पास उतना समय नहीं है कि हम यहाँ से भाग जाए, और ना ही हम अपने आप को छुपा सकते हैं। हम लोग सोल्जर्स हैं तो हम यहाँ से भाग नहीं सकते बिना लड़े। वो कहता है, मैं अब थक चुका हूँ सूरज की रोशनी से भी, और चाहता हूँ कि काश ये पूरा संसार अभी इसका अंत हो जाए। वो कहता है कि अलार्म है उसे बजाओ चेतावनी के लिए, ताकि सब सोल्जर्स को पता चले कि अब हम लोगों को बैटलफील्ड में जाना है। आगे वो कहता है कि कम से कम हम लोग एक सिपाही की तरह, एक योद्धा की तरह लड़ते हुए कवच पहन कर ही मरेंगे, क्योंकि वो युद्ध के मैदान से या फिर जंग के मैदान से पीछे हट नहीं सकते, क्योंकि वो खुद एक सोल्जर है। तो सोल्जर की निशानी होती है कि वो लड़ते हुए मरे, तभी उसी में उनका प्राइड है, गौरव है। तो यहाँ से अब सभी निकल जाते हैं। That's it. So here we end our Act 5 Scene 5. That's it. Thank you.